Okay, how do I share the stream now? Copy. But wait, how do I post it now?
Go on Instagram. Are you trying to make a story?
Yeah,
Go on Instagram.
my phone's over there though.
Maybe just
Hey?
just sign it online. Can you not sign in online?
Okay.
I'll sign straight back out. It's not a problem.
Yeah, that's cool. Um, oh, that's not the right thing. How do I share the link?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna help you do.
No, but how do I find the link?
But you just did it.
Nope.
Yeah, okay, baby. Sign in. I will go on the live stream. I will share it. Okay. Well, I'll get it up. You can put whatever you want.
Where's copy?
Yeah, you can't copy a password.
See, it says unable to log in.
Is it because it's logged in on too many accounts
No, I don't know.
and too many devices? I mean,
It just says unexpected error. You see, I actually don't know.
well, I know how to share it. If you just
I'm logged in over here,
well,
but it doesn't let me do a story, does it? Post?
you should be able to. No, do it as if you're doing a post.
Post live video. No, you can't. Letting our followers choose the challenge so we can see who the better guitarist is. You cannot. Let me just check this out in the meantime. You know what? Let me just do it on my phone. Let me just do it on my phone. It's gonna lose the camera. We're gonna leave it on here for a sec. I'm just gonna disconnect the camera. Okay.
That's not what your live stream though, is
No,
it?
it's not, but I just want to put something on here.
Just take a picture of the setup. Not of you.
It's a video. Yo, everybody, I am live on YouTube.
No.
What? Let me think of what I'm gonna say.
Video.
Take a video and then the link.
Okay.
Why not? Let me think about what I'm gonna say. Yo, everybody.
Keep it short and sweet, baby.
Short and sweet. I'm just thinking about what to say first. So, doing Syntara writing. Currently live streaming on YouTube, doing some Syntara writing. Come join if you're free. I'm currently live streaming on YouTube, doing some Syntara writing. Come and join if you guys are free.
Yeah, paste it. Oh my gosh, if I have to hear that.
Baby, you're gonna hear it.
Currently live streaming. Currently live streaming. Currently live streaming.
It's not like that. Link, URL, paste. I'm just gonna call Kyle as well and tell him I'm on as well.
Okay. Tell him to send you some dough.
Yo, dude, I'm busy live streaming right now. Dude, come in. I will. I'm sending you the link, dude. Come join. No, it's YouTube. I'll send you the link. Yes. Let me send you the link. And then come. Yeah, 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 yeah. Because you know what? I'll tell you why when you come on. It's basically just because it says keyframe issue. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out in a sec. The current keyframe frequency is 8.3 seconds. Yikes. Whatever that means, dude. Listen, let me send you the stuff. Let me send you the link. Have you got it? Sick. I need to put my phone back for the camera, so I'll see you in a sec. Bye bye. Bye. No. Dude, I've got too much going on over here. I'm producing. Dude. Dude, okay. Are you in? Yeah, yeah, that's cool, dude. I'm just gonna put my phone on the camera now, so I'll see you in a sec. Cheers, 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 cheers. All right, get the phone back in. Hey, okay. Wow, that connects kind of quick as well. No, it's gotta be so, baby. I need to be in the middle.
Sit back. I'm fully in it.
So,
Be in it.
oh my gosh.
Force me to sit downstairs.
So is this a problem? Too many layers. Yo, dude, what's going on? Let me get my headphones on as well. Rachel doesn't want to be in the chat. Doesn't want to be in here, so I've got to edit this quickly. Must I edit it? Hey? Rachel? Must I edit it?
Pardon?
Must I edit it?
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
there is no safe space for me.
There is. Check, you're fine. Look. You know
Okay.
what I need to set up, dude? I need to set this up so that it like reads it out to me. Only need 2 layers in Logic, dude. How's the audio and how's the video quality, dude? Because it's giving me errors. Please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Currently, keyframes are not being sent often enough, which can cause buffering. So how do I fix that? What does that even mean? So this is one of my angles, bro. Audio sounds good. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's good to know. Let me know how this sounds as well. This is probably going to need to be a little bit louder, but speak whilst it's playing. Yeah, testing, testing, testing. I'm busy speaking. Speaking while it's playing. I know it's kind of loud, but I don't know if my voice is audible. Test, test, test. I've obviously paused it now. In fact, that is quite loud. I think I could probably turn it down a little bit. I think on the stream. So I've turned it down by 2 dB. Let me try this again. So it's busy playing at the moment. Testing, 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 test. Nah, I think I gotta turn it down. I think maybe this is a good level. Test, 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 test. Speaking, speaking, speaking. Let me know what you think. I had so many. Now it's solid. Is that when I turned it down? Just let me know. Let me know. I've also posted. I think I've posted on the. Can you? Would you mind checking the story on Syntara? I don't know if it's on there. Can we just check if that link works? And this actually might be a little bit of a better angle. I don't know. This might be a more fun angle to see. Maybe I think you could actually see a bit more. Uh, This feels zoomed in a bit more, so I'm actually gonna, I think I should leave it there. Make the music 1 dB higher. Okay, let me do that again. Gonna play it. Test, 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 test. I made it a bit louder. Let's see. Is it working? Thank you. Right. Okay, so test. This is where the level's at. Testing, 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 testing. I'm speaking. This is the level that it is at. What is that level like? Yo, what's going on? You were on the stream yesterday. Oakley Cantor. Is that your name? Am I saying it right? All right, cheers. Thanks, Carl. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I think it also depends which way that, like, I'm facing into this mic. Because if I turn to the side, I don't know if it's, like, as audible. Yo, welcome. Welcome. Hopefully we're going to be doing a lot more streams, so we'll see how they go over the next while. I started working on this idea. Yeah, you're the skater I remember, dude. I saw your video of Final Dream. It was actually our drummer Jay who was actually messaging you and stuff like that and sent you the shirt. Hopefully I saw you guys were chatting, you had your address in there, so hopefully that shirt comes soon. You gotta send us a picture or post a picture with that shirt, man, and then we'll share it on our stuff as well. But yeah, cheers for hopping on the streams. Obviously it's super quiet at the moment, but we're looking to hopefully we can be a bit more consistent with this and get a bit of a busier stream. So yeah. So I started this idea yesterday and I like it. Wait, let me try this actually. Test, 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 test. I'm trying to see if I can actually hear myself as well. Test, test. Yeah, so I don't actually end up shouting. I'm just busy doing a bit of a balance. Yeah, I can actually hear myself now as well. Test, 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 test. Test, test, test. Yeah, there we go. I can hear myself speak, so now I don't have to shout. Yeah, you mean seeing how the music writing works. So this is kind of like our process or my process of doing some of the writing. So um yeah, man. It's a very basic idea. Got kind of a drone synth going over here from Splice. I like to start from drones because it's just a little bit more like inspiring to me. Kind of sets the vibe. Yeah. Program bass, and then once we've gotten test. I'm sorry, I'm so busy doing these levels. Test. Test and balance. Yeah, so I was kind of working on this rhythm. Last night I did stream as well, but I wasn't doing it for very long. I mean, I was streaming for very long, but I was kind of literally just practicing this kick rhythm over here. And like, all right, cheers, man. Good to see you, man. Thanks for hopping on. All right, I need to start kind of getting these ideas out a little bit more. You want to see the bass pattern? You mean the bass rhythm? Because basically what I did with this is I started with the drums. Because I was jamming on the guitar and I kind of wanted to do this like triplety feel. And I was like, I wasn't really getting it. I wasn't getting it properly. So I decided to do it first. Yeah, so I did that, and then I because I couldn't actually play that. I actually then copied that MIDI over to the bass. And then I tracked it in with the guitars. But the thing is, I had to like slow it down to. Oh, you spamming the line. So, anyways, then I did it with the guitars. And it's kind of got this cool tone. Oh, I didn't even layer it in with any of the basses, with any of the synths. Let's try that. So let's copy these over here to my synth presets. I've got some of these presets over here. Let's change the name and the color. Oh, yeah, it's far too low. So these kind of layer the guitars, not necessarily as much as the bass. Sounds like they're going through a reverb, but I know they're not. Kind of just makes it sound a little bit more thick, but now I need to think about how I'm going to kind of expand this a little bit for today's stream. Let me just jam it a little bit, see if I can think of any more ideas. You know, maybe this lead doesn't come in straight away. I kind of want to build this slowly, so I'm going to let this drone kind of go out, and then I need to like... I don't know what automation I've got in there. You know what? Let's just do this, copy the drums over. I kind of want this to come in slowly to like build this idea. It's screaming a double time section. I agree. Yeah, there's a lot. There's so much you can do. Let me just get this lead over as well. Copy the guitars. You know what I like to do is get the whole section as beefy as possible, and then start breaking it down into like the smallest sections. So let's just, I don't know, copy lots of these, and then I can start deleting some of these ideas down. And then I need to, sometimes I get stuck on that for so long that I need to actually go in and do a second section. So let's do this. I'll edit the drums in a bit. Let's jam. So then it's kind of got to slowly come in. Let's just add the guitars first. Or not the guitars. Let's add this first and see what this sounds like. The lead. So obviously the drums are gonna definitely have to get a little bit more intricate here. Dang, now I don't even know where to go from here. It's kind of like I get stuck on just listening to this idea. I actually had a voice note. A voice memo from yesterday. Let me actually jam this. This was last night's. I'll put it through on the stream. You should be able to hear this as well. Sound. Yeah, so. Okay, I'm gonna just quickly get that in on the drums quick, because that was yesterday's idea. Okay, let me just listen to that again, see if I can get that idea down. I'm gonna do that bit by bit. Cool. Ah. Dang, let's just hear that again. Cool. So that half is done. I'm actually going to remove whatever this is. It's just and then I think the notes. I'm actually going to write most of this on the bass, I think. Okay, I like that. Let's see what the rest of this is. Okay, so I think it's just kind of like a lot of this is gonna be repeating. So, can you hear that? Are you still spamming that? So cute. People need to join the live stream.
Did you want to
That's the
hear?
voice note. Okay, so I think it's just kind of like that's my voice note from last night. Yeah, I'm playing it over here. Check. It's not me actually saying that. No, this needs to. Um, and then I think I can get this and start this from like the. How's the sound?
How's the what?
Sound. Is it good? And then I think I can get this and start this from like the. Oh, and then I asked you how's the sound, so let me just quickly. Yeah, this is cool. I like this. This and start this from like the. Oh, and then I asked you how's the sound, so let me just quickly. Ah, it sounds good. I just want to hear another kick over there for some reason. There you go. Okay, and then. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna work, but let's get some bass in there doing the same thing. Because we need to start going somewhere. We need to start going somewhere with this. So let's hear this part. Let's go da 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 da. Da, 2, 3, 4. Let's make it. We can change the feel, especially with this meter. You can change the feel quite a lot. Why can't I hear anything? Why can I not hear anything? Dude, what? Why can't I hear anything? Alright. You know what? Let's do China. That works too, but not that. Yeah, there's a lot you could do. I don't want to go like too proggy with this. So we'll stick with this. Just it grooves so differently as well. Let's copy these, get something in on bass, paste it over here. You want these all on the same notes? Oh, before I forget, something I need to remember is these synth layers. Where are they? Did I delete them? I think I must have deleted them by mistake. You got to remember to delete those because That's so sick. Let me turn this up. That is sick. It doesn't really have like a... Let's lay that with the bass. I like that. You know, I like to get it higher so I can kind of really hear it. It needs to go like maybe a semitone down. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Mm. Something like that. And then we'll do a quick double kick there. This is going to be impossible to learn. This is going to be insane. Okay. Diddly diddly diddly. Da da da. That's another. Let's make that a double and then a... Okay, let's go over to the kick. Gonna make that a single hit, and then this one's gonna be the da 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 da. See. I don't like how it comes in the second time. Maybe if I just take those first two out and then see what that sounds like, or all those as well, and do it in the same in the drums. This is why it's kind of easier to... Yeah. something like that. And then the second time around it needs to be a bit different. And yeah, these, so obviously because I copied these from the bass, some of these notes are too short. We don't need that down. Is there a kick on this part? That shouldn't be there. Or it should be there. What if I take it out? Nah, actually that kick needs to be in there. Same with the bass. That's also got to be in there. Bass. Yeah. Make it a bit longer. I'm going to swap to this view so you guys can see what's going on in the programming a bit better. Nah, that should actually. I changed my mind on this. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna struggle to play this again. It's gonna take me like ages to learn. Okay, let's just do the second part here. Let's go up a semitone. Let's see how that kind of goes into that section. So I think the way that it goes in there needs to be a little bit different. So let's copy this way. I'm going to take this out, work on this section. I'm going to move the guitars. It's just this part. Da-da-da. Cha-chum, cha-chum. Da-dum, 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 da-da-da. Okay, I'm going to get the keyboard. I need to move this so that doesn't scratch. There we go. Let's get. You know, actually, I can see. See how that sounds? Love the air from here. Check this out. Yeah, that's what I want to hear. Let's check this out. Yeah, those should be. This is gonna be horrible to learn. Horrible. There's obviously going to be a drum fill there. Okay, that sounds like so much fun, but let me see if I can. Let's see if I can actually play this. Okay. Let's bring the mic down. I challenge you to make a pop song. Dude, I need to get this where it actually reads those out. Dude, I can't write a pop song. What do you think so far, Carl? What do you think of the... Oh. Oh. Oh, my guitar's not plugged in. Let's plug it in. I just need to get in the mood. Okay, so to do this... Oh, that's actually pretty good. I actually dig that. That's definitely gonna be the turnaround. That's gonna be a pre-chorus. As much as I hate to say it. Why can't I hear any guitar? Why can I not hear guitar? Oh, they're muted. It's not gonna be that one, it's gonna be this. Or is it the same thing? Oh, I need to put on single tone. Ah. You know what's actually going to be annoying is the fact that you can hear my strings right here. That's a different key. Okay, we're gonna have to slow this down again, dude. This is wild. It's too hard. Let's bring it down to 60 BPM. And I have to look at the MIDI to do this. So let's do it from here. Let's do this. Ah. Okay, it's actually not going to be too bad. Ah, so cool though. Huh? Ah, okay, so we're almost there with this, and then we can start getting it faster and faster. I'm going to turn up the guitar so we can hear them properly. Ah, you see, because that's going to start on an upstroke. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Ah, that's a problem. How do I do that? I'm going to have to, let me just quickly practice this part specifically. Huh? I could either swap to a double down, like just go down, down, or I can do a... Nah, I'm gonna have to swap to a double down. Ah. Ah, dude, I'm just not even gamers. I think. No. I'm gonna have to just track it at this tempo, pretty much. It's this part that's like right next to each other. Da 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 da. Is that on the upside? That one, that last one was incredible. You know, I think I need to just start tracking now. Let's get these guitars nice and loud so I can just track. Yeah, let's track it. What? No, let me mute this. You know, I'm going to track it in this side so I can just copy it over. Let's delete all of these. That one was a pretty good take, so we'll take that one, bring it over, and then track the other side. This just takes ages. Nice, that was also a good take. So I was starting to get in the end. Let's do the first little bit here, and then we can. Where is that? Yeah, those need to kind of be more open. I might need to retract the other side. Let's do this. Nose triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. Okay. Okay, I've got that side. Let's do the right side now. Cool. This side doesn't sound right. 1, 2. Okay, that should be good. I'm gonna just turn these all off and then put them all back on again so they speed up properly, and then go back up to 85. Let's see how this sounds. Yeah, those are cool, but they need to be like open. They need to be open. So back down to 61. This is gonna sound sick when it's done. I actually think the tempo might be a little bit too fast. Cool. It kind of sounds kind of gnarly. Let's get that in there and then do the left side. The right side, I meant to say. Ah. Ah. A slight palm mute might be nice. dude. That was nice. Let's try the other side now. Cool. Okay. The last repeat might need to be slightly different. Oh, it is slightly different. Okay, let's go back up now to 85. I must. This part's different. Nah. We're gonna copy the other side and then just change this one a bit different, and then we're gonna chop it off. So paste this over and then just delete the first two notes, which are about here. Get those. And then do this last little bit again. Bring it down. 81, 61. I think I was tracking it out. What is this one doing? Move it over to the side. Oh, this is the wrong thing. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Let's get the guitar open again. We'll change that one a little bit to this. Not do like a... What you looking for? Which one? Here you go. It's not going to charge very fast. Hey? Well, let's see if that works.
No, just plugged in.
Yeah, it's plugged in, but it might charge slowly.
It says battery is not charging.
Yeah, but it's running from the power supply though.
Okay.
Like, it's not going to die. You know what? This is actually a very fun riff to play. In fact, I do think maybe 85 beats per minute is a little bit too fast. But we're just going to track it at this and see how it goes. Cool, I like that one. And then bring that over here. And then we'll track the right side. That's why it's phasing, because it's. I was wondering why it was sounding good. Nice. Let's get it up to, let's get this to a tempo where it feels groovy. Yeah, Kyle, actually, if you're still there, I remember I just read your tone of the bass one now. I remember you saying you don't like the tone of the bass. That is obviously a fundamental sound of this bass. It kind of, especially with a single coil tone, it does kind of. It does kind of blend well with this type of tone. Actually, something is wrong here. Let me turn these off and turn them back on. Yeah, I will come back to that in a bit. Now let's move on, because I want to kind of get grooving with this. I'm now thinking kind of like a you know what, let me just copy this double time drum groove and just jam a little. See what I come up with. Maybe something like that. I can't actually even hear this properly. I'm gonna have to turn this up. Maybe something like that. I'm just gonna track it. Hmm. Yeah, then we'll do something gallopy over there. Okay, so let's see what happens. I'm just gonna track this chorus with those drums over here. Ah, you know what? That's quite a weird strumming pattern, but I like it. Whatever that was, let's go with that. Ooh. Uh-oh. Okay, let's track that. Can't hear it. Maybe that's fine. Yo, what's up, Owen? Yes, we are on YouTube. I don't know. What time did you join? Let's see what's happening over here. I wish I could see. Oh, thanks. You worked out my chord progression, bro. Yeah, honestly, it's quite a weird one. I did show you this earlier, but Owen, check out this riff. We've got this. I'm going to change that last chord to kind of flow into this. And, you know, I'm just busy just trying to get a bit of a structure going over here first before. And these strings are very, very old. I need to change these. So I think I'm going to be retracking most of these guitars in any case. So I'm just going to kind of go with it for now. I'm not concerned too much about tones, but yeah, just trying to get into it. Okay, let's track this again. Yeah, whatever you say, dude. I agree. Whatever chords you have there. I don't even think like that when I track guitar. I just go, dude. Just trying to. Nope, wrong one. Ah, it doesn't. It's because I can hear my DI of the strings. You know what? That strumming pattern's a lot. That strumming pattern's a lot harder than it looks. I am amateur. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, so we've got that pattern now. Let's leave this at 0 and turn these down, and let's get a kick. Let's get the kick to match that, and I will be playing this on the keys. I will be playing this on the keys. How's your laptop? Is it fine? Okay, let's play this on the keys. Can be simplified in your opinion? What can be simplified? The chord progression or the strumming pattern? If you say the strumming pattern can be simplified, it definitely could if you were writing pop. That's not the point of this riff idea. This riff idea is supposed to be proggy. We're going for a proggy vibe. Oh, okay, cool. Changing the kick pattern, strumming pattern. I ain't strumming. I ain't simplifying the strumming pattern. That's the whole point of this. I'll make the drums louder so we can hear the drums a bit better. Yeah, kick must match, of course. Yeah, 100%. That's the whole point. So what I did before you joined is I copied over a drum pattern from a different section I was writing, so that when I get into the next section, I'm just jamming to come up with the next section on guitar. I at least have some drums in the background to groove with. Because if I'm just playing guitar to a metronome, it kind of sounds dead. So yeah, that was the kick pattern of this, or one of these. Let's get the kick. Let's turn the... I can't actually really turn the drums up. Everything, I have to just turn everything down. Let's turn everything else down so we can hear the drums. But that's pretty much the kick pattern. Was bad when kick didn't match. Was bad. Thanks for the professional writing advice, dude. No, obviously I just had to track, you know. Some things have to come. Right, so we've got the kicks in. There's a really hard select or press Q. Oh, you can't just press Q. We gotta do that. There we go. Or is that right? Is that right? Should we do these? Yeah, that's the one. Those guitars are no longer in time. Because I was tracking to a drum kit that wasn't in time. Let's quickly track those. Let's quickly track these and get them tight. Cool, that's the one, and then get in on this side too. Nope. Okay, that's I think the one. Harambe approved. Should we get the bass? Da 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 da. Let me just change the octave. I like. See you later, bro. You know what? Best thing to do is actually just copy over the kick pattern here, and then I'm going to delete the ones where there's a snare. I just like to do that. That's what I prefer to be doing. And then make these longer, and then na, and then that's where the one's going to be. Well, one. Do I go an octave lower? Nope. And then let's see what these synths sound like. You know what? I kind of want to compress the snare a bit more. I like that. I want to hear more snare. Is it getting clipped on my clipper? Not even. I like a loud snare. It is pokey. It is actually quite pokey. See this? There we go. Sounds a bit more attacky. Maybe too much. Right, let's hear from the beginning. Just see how this builds. Obviously, I'll do rises and sub drops as well. I don't like those synths coming in yet. Those guitars need... Dude, so the emotion... well, what I started doing first is I'm just writing a bunch of songs. Like, I'm writing all the time. I'm just gonna start, you know... and... You know, I just picked up the guitar and started writing, really. So then I was kind of just seeing where it goes from there and seeing what type of vibe. And then kind of last night I decided, because I wasn't even first thinking about making this for the band, but it could be a contender. So I don't know. That's why I'm spending a lot more time on trying to make it, because we're writing a dark EP, so it's supposed to be quite dark, um, moody, vibey, typically heavier than we usually would write, which is why I'm trying to do stuff like this. So that's why we're kind of going with that Phrygian-y. I feel like it should still be a little bit faster though. It just feels too slow for me now at this, even though maybe unless the drums are double time, but I'm gonna speed this up back up to about 85. So what I did is when I first started, I got this loop in here from Splice, and um I'll tell you why in a sec. So I got this loop from Splice. It was a 85 BPM. So I was like, okay, this is the first thing that I heard. So I was like, let me start writing some stuff that fits over this. No, kind of what we're doing with our songwriting with the EPs is it's kind of gonna be the it's gonna flow in the way that like a love story goes. So actually Matt's writing most of the lyrics. The first one is a lot more reflective. It's about a relationship, how a relationship grows, and how a lot of the times they end quite badly, and you're left with certain emotions. So that's kind of what the songs of the Light EP are about. So you're distracting me. In case. Okay. So it's kind of about that. It's kind of about it's how it goes. So the first one is going to be called. I don't even know if I want to say. It's okay. There's only three people that are going to hear this. The first one is going to be called "You Felt Like Heaven," and then the second one is going to be called is a sentence that kind of flows into that. That's all I'm going to say on here. I could tell you privately, but that's all I'm going to say on here. So um. Yeah, it kind of flows. So you felt like heaven. All the songs are about that. It's still reflective. It's still in the past. You felt like heaven. Kind of still positivity. It's the lyrics are about like I waited um, for you to change, or for things to change, or I waited, and you were this you were this basically like this. You looked up to this person and stuff like that. So that's kind of what it's about. It's more reflective, more emotional. The second one is going to be more angry. It's going to be like, screw you, why are you this? You're terrible, I hate you, type of thing. That's kind of the emotion across. So there is definitely a story about it. We're working with Tom from Divinitas, or Tom from Project Evolution, for the artwork and the merch and the photo shoot on the visual story, on the visuals for that, for the storytelling as well. So that's the background, man. Did you catch all that? Sorry, I was just kind of yapping a little bit there, but yeah, that's kind of the background of the song. So of the EP. So this would fit in some way. This could kind of be building. This could be the first song of the EP. We've got a lot of contender songs for the EP in any case. It's just nice to have lots of options. I don't want to just release everything that I do in case it might be a Syntara option. So yeah, what do you think? What do you think about the story of that? Yeah, I kind of like this tempo a bit more. Let me just solo these bits. It just needs to go a little bit differently into that section. Let's quickly jam on that. Just see how that sounds. Okay, so instead of... We need to get there. That doesn't sound nice to me. Nah, I'll figure it out. Let me see what you said there. Like, is it the breakup song? So it's not just about one person, it's about a couple people. It does kind of flow as an overall story. It's not just necessarily one person. So honestly, dude, we don't write with the vocals in mind first. We kind of write with a vibe in mind and then we write the lyrics around that. That's kind of the main way we do it. Especially if I start the idea, then I'll work with Matt on it. We don't really focus on that first. We first just try and write something that sounds epic. That's cute. Kyle, can I show Kyle? You're making a sick house. Can I not show him? Why? Later, when you finish the house. I won't forget, so don't say later because I won't forget. You just say no and then I'll leave you.
Focus.
I'm focused. I'm focused. I'm about to crack out the biz soon. Yeah, so no, this could set the vibe. Actually, you know what? The last song of the Light EP is supposed to foreshadow this Dark EP. So I don't know if you can still hear this. I hope you're listening. So it's supposed to foreshadow the Dark EP. So actually how that song ends, and I don't want to say too much, but it ends in a very dramatic fashion. And then this could kind of pick off on like after that. It's a very hectic way that the song ends, like sonically. Not necessarily in the lyrics, but the sounds of the song kind of tells the story of how it ends. It's quite dramatic. So then this can kind of be like the um kind of like the character. It's almost as if that this person has done something wrong or something evil, and then after this could be like kind of this like badass song, and then we could tell the story about. We could kind of make it go in that direction. So, but we'll see. That's what it sounds like. It will fit with me. So I'm going to finish all these ideas first, and then we'll see if we can make that work. If you can't work, we write a different song. I want to go back to... something like that. Yeah! Oh. Diddly diddly diddly. It's sounding so... I just don't know how to get into that section. I need a good passing chord for this section. Dang, I want to get this. I just can't do upstrokes. I hate that so much. It makes me furious.
Why are you vibrating?
It's when you touch your laptop, isn't it? Touch it here. And now touch me. No, at the same time. Do you feel it?
No.
Am I vibrating still?
No.
How's your battery?
16.
So it's going up a little.
It's gone up 4%.
Okay, cool. We're gonna go with that for now. So let's track this again. Mute these. It just takes long to get into it because of this. 2, 3, 4. Messed it up. It takes so long. Okay, we'll take that for now. Let's try the other side. Unmute. Let's turn them a bit louder so we can hear it. Is this microphone going down? I feel like it's going down. Oh, I put it down on purpose. Never mind. Wow, it felt kind of snappy. No! I'm just gonna do the dead note at the end. We're taking that, and let's comp the dead notes back in. Yikes. Is that the... Let's go from here. Do it with the bass first. Do-do-do. One, two, three. Mm-hmm. Bailey sent you the lighting plan on WhatsApp. I want to see a live reaction from you when I can. Yeah, 100%. Dude, I need to get this to like notify me when people comment and stuff because I actually can't, I don't actually, I get so locked in as well. So I need to actually. It's the first one. It's the first one. Delete these. What? You always mock me. I always get mocked by you. Let's get the bass over again. Get this up. Get this up. See, now that chord progression feels too fast. think maybe the drums don't need to be that fast. Yeah, we're gonna... What's going on here? Yeah, we're gonna half time these. Let's get these in. Let's do what you said. If you think if you strum the chords a bit slow and then gain them a bit. Yeah, there's so much you can do there. Let's try that. Let's try and half time the drums. It's a cool progression. It's definitely a cool progression. I'm just get a crash cymbal. We'll crash this part. Okay, so let's start with the left crash. Let me find all the... Okay, and the China. Okay. Okay, so it's going to be E. Let me move this over so you guys can actually see this. I forget that nobody can see this. Now I messed it up. Again. There you go. Wait. Okay. Okay, so some of those were like kind of off. Like, let's make this like a China. China. Okay. And then what I like to do is take the kicks out of the... Where the kick and the snare hit at the same time, remove the kick. It just, that's just a taste thing. Obviously the guitars are too loud. They've got a nice energy. Yes, cool, I like that. Let me just get a few rises and sub drops in here, just to make them kind of impact as much as they can. I'll let this play while I quickly find some. Nice, that definitely works a lot better. I think you could probably do a little bit more of it. See, these are quite necessary. That's needed. That's very needed. Because check it without these, without my chain. Hang on a sec. Fireworks.
Why so many?
There's fireworks outside. Did you just do some like spams? Make the chords cleaner, less distortion, make it really clean sound. I think that would be amazing. You know, let's check it out. I'm hearing like a whistling note, so let me just... It's around about there. Not that. It's not that at all. There's like a higher pitched whistle. I think it's coming from here. Yeah, it's that. This is quite an aggressive thing to do, but listen without it. I'll just turn these up. Yeah, dude, it's like I'm just very used to hear, like that was the exact note I heard. I'm just very used to hearing this. It's very, very common in guitars, especially when you do things like you get your mics near the center of the cones like this. It's really essential to the tone because it's like giving me this because it's not a very gainy amp. I'm like gaining it up quite a lot on purpose because I'm using like a single coil tone. So when you put the mics in the center of the cone like this, you normally get like a lot of harshness around this area, like a lot. So like if you hear, let me A B it. I'll put this all on and off, and you can hear. So this is on. This is without. Then on top of that, I'm also running Satin, just getting a little bit more like 8K. This is without. I could do this, but I just kind of want it round about that region. Yeah, and then I go into this. This is the first thing. Yeah, so that's kind of my guitar tone. Now I get what you're saying with this part. We could have a cleaner part, but the thing is, what I could do is layer some clean guitar chords over that and make it sound a little bit bigger. But yeah, man. This is gonna sound gnarly, bro. But another thing is, I like my guitar strings right now are very old. I'm actually really not enjoying playing such old strings. It has to be this tempo. 85 definitely has to be this tempo. Let me get some rises and some sub drops quickly. And then actually, before I do, I also, whenever you come into a new section, you need to like, I'll work on the drum fills as well. You gotta hit a crash. Why can I not hear things? Okay. You gotta hit a crash. So hard. Same in this section. You know what? Another thing is I'm kind of loving these synths. I'm loving those synths. I think maybe we could get more like 1.5k out of these guitars. Wow, where's my cue? Now I know this looks outrageous. It kind of looks like a crazy thing to do, but this is without. Yes. I'll get some guitar leads as well, maybe some synth leads in a sec. This is kind of exciting. Let's hear some impact. That's cool. That's one of my booms. Okay, let's get that one in. Sounds nice and dramatic. I love loud impacts, sub drops, the whole thing. They have to be loud. I love them. Let's start with this section. So check this out. I did not hear that, not gonna lie. What's going on? It's quite quiet. Let's get in a different... Let's get that in as well. Loud. Okay, let's make sure they hit at the same time. Loud. There we go. I like that transient sound as well. Check this out. So that's a little bit too subby for me. Let's get a different impact. Let's refer to splice. Search impacts. Nah. I like that. Let's get this one in. Is that not the same as this one? Yeah, it's the same impact. Yeah, it's the same impact. You know what? Let's get it in. Whoa! I gained them down on here. I think a lot of people put gain plugins on there. Yes, these impacts are from Splice. Let's get a short. I like to get a short riser. So let's see if I can search short riser. You can make these too, obviously, but I don't want to make them. It just takes too much time. That's a cool sound. I just want a short riser. Oopsies. Some of these are whack. How do I go back? Okay, let's just find like a, I just want like a cymbal riser. Let's find a different. These are not cymbal risers. And another thing is you can obviously just shorten these as well, so you don't need to have. So I'll chuck this in, get that rise in there. It's right up to the end. I'll gain it down a lot. I kind of just use my eyes. Shorten it first, and then do this. I got the fade in tool, and just bring it down like that because I want it nice and short, and then just send it through like a reverb. Big verb. This is just realm. See what I'm saying? So just like a short, just like a short shh. Nice. So I'll just solo these. Oops, that didn't sound right. There we go. It really adds so much. Just check this out. I'll play it one more time. In fact, can make that like even steeper. One of these I'm not a fan of. Is it this one? Yeah, I don't really like that. So, oops. Copy these over. So I think, was it this section? Nope. Just brings you into each section. Let's get the marker on there. So there we go. See what this sounds like. Not necessarily what I meant to do. And then do this, but I'm just gonna use the symbol from that. Or am I? Such a big difference. If you're still there, such a big difference using these rises and sub drops. Da 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 left right at the same time. Me J. I'm a drummer. Okay, I knew one of them was slightly out. And this one as well is slightly out. Oh my gosh. Da da. No, it isn't actually. Da da. What? Da ba da. Dude, I can't tell with this grid. Let me change this grid to be 24. Ah, there you go. That's why I was confused. I was just very confused. That was slightly out. So those were right. That one is slightly out. I've realized sometimes when I'm doing this, you can't really see what's going on, so I'll move to this angle. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And then what I'll do is go China, 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 China. China, China, China. What? 我会说中文. Dude, last night I was absolutely rizzing up Rachel with my Chinese. She was loving it, dude. Isn't that right? Yo! Lau, what's going on, man? How's it going, Luke? So this is how the hits are made. Absolutely, man. Well, I don't usually live stream it. Just for the record, I can actually speak Chinese. It's true. You just learn a new fact today. And then we're going to go China, 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 China. That's why we're talking about Chinese, because I was talking about China's, if you heard that. And then we need like a fill here. So blah, doom, 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 and then we'll go. So that's my fill. Dude, I'm so glad you're here. Like, this is a new thing that we're going to try to do. I'm going to try and do a lot more of these, a lot on YouTube as well. So we'll set up like specific writing times. I'm actually doing a lot more production these days. So what my plan is to do is do some production with my own personal stuff. Because I also produce for other bands as well. So do some of that. I've done, I think you actually know, I've done a bit of Rosemary stuff as well. They've got some work that I'm busy with as well. So it'd be cool to be doing some of that production live as well. And then I'm also just releasing my practice ideas as well on my second producer account. And then what I'm going to be doing is when I produce for Syntara, do it on here. So just lots of live stuff, man. It's nice to just create content and just hang out with people and just, do all this stuff in any case, report for racism. I just saw that, man. Yeah, it's good. Things are going well here as well. We're just writing new ideas. We've got a couple EPs coming out, so I'll let you know about that. Um, Kind of soon. We've got songs coming out very soon. We're almost done with the mixes for a few for 4 songs. So there's going to be some new stuff coming out soon, and we've got this is not for this EP. This is going to be for the one after. So you'll see about that stuff very soon. But yeah, I'm so excited to get going with that. They call me James Neild. Nobody calls me that. Thanks, man. Blah, 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 blah. That's kind of have to be soft eye. Those are unrealistically hard. Fun fact: I'm actually the moderator of how hard things get hit. In terms of the drums that we do. Um, do you want to hear the track? Let me play it for you, man. Let me play it for you, Luke. See if and I want to hear some of your thoughts. Look, you're seeing the very early stages. This is kind of the like a lot of the times when we write something, we don't even end up using it. So this may or may not be one of the songs. We've got lots of contenders for the second EP that we're planning on doing. So this just might be one of them. I was actually writing this myself last night, trying to figure out. I was doing this myself last night. Probably going to release it for my own thing, but I was like, oh, this could be a Syntara song. It's very proggy. It's very proggy. I'll get to it in a sec. It's super proggy. We whenever we write stuff, I try and write stuff that's different each time and try and have something that it's just something different with each of our songs, so that they don't all sound the same. I kind of want them all to be as single worthy as possible. So I'm going to press play and then I'm going to read what you said there, Carl, and I'll respond. So this is the early stages of our idea. Oh, dude, that's actually better than I thought. I really dig that. I think we should do like a dun 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 on the zero at the end of there, like over here. Or maybe on the second repeat so that it goes back into like that other like moody riff again. So let's get that over. Kyle, I'll respond to you in one moment, dude. So you asked a question about Programming the drums. It depends on how fast your notes actually are on the grid. So as you can see, like my notes are kind of spaced out as often as I hit them. This is 24, so obviously we're in a compound time signature. So we're in a counting in three, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. Diddler, 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 diddler. So kind of like that triplety feel. But if we're doing anything faster, I'll change the grid to be like 48. But you were asking about like 32. That's in your simple time, your straight time one, where you're counting in groups of twos. Uh, so this is a grid of 32. Only if you're writing just as fast as that. So you say you're doing a disco song. Um, yeah, if you're doing a disco song, I mean, I don't know how fast your notes are. Then that's what you do. It just depends on what is the easiest for you to see.
92, that is likely 16 is the smallest you'd go.
Yeah, so not 32. It'd be far too many spaces on your grid, you know. So you can check this out. Like, I'm just quickly gonna change these last few notes here. What would the note be? It's F sharp, isn't it? I can't actually hear it because of the rest of this. Let's get it in the synths as well. Instead of it being da 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 da, it'll be da 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 da. So we're doing like these little like gallops and stuff like that. Super proggy thing to do. Da 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 da. So for example, now here, I'm actually programming in notes that are, Kyle, to answer your question, dude. So just take a look at the stream if you're doing something else. Uh, I'll change the grid to 48 here because now I'm actually using I am actually using all those note lengths over there. Da 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 da. Um, yeah, man, Moody's the vibe. Um, Luke, I need to actually set it up so that when people type in a comment, it like reads it out, or like, or I can read them, or setting up something like that. So, because, so if I ever miss something, just just bear with me. I'm trying to get on top of it. Thanks for the feedback. I appreciate that, man. You know, after sitting here for producing the whole day, it's kind of like, it all just sounds the same. And you know you're fried when you listen back to your favorite songs and you just hate them. So so that's when you know, okay, maybe I should take a break or something. We'll come back tomorrow. But it's also good just to be in the habit of continuing on. Um, but yeah, the vibe is moody. That is what we're trying to go for here, and I'm glad you picked up on that. And it does kind of lift quite nicely. But moody is the vibe for this particular EP. So check how epic those synths are, man. I love that so much. You Streamlabs so the chat goes on screen too. Would be great for VODs. What's a VOD or VODs? What is that? You did actually say Streamlabs. Let me quickly check it out. Streamlabs. Um, StreamYard, Streamlabs. Let me just open this up because we should be able to. Is it free? Is it free to use? Let me quick sign up. Set up an email. Syntara. Choose your own passwords. Hopefully nobody can see this. There's a different screen. Password Syntara band 123. That is our band password. Obviously not. Um, all right, so let me just quickly check this out here. I agree. I agree. No, I don't want. So I'm busy signing up, Kyle. Let me just quickly see because let me read what you said there. So when you upload the full live stream, the YouTube commenters can see what you've applied to. I know that's the thing. I was also thinking that. I don't know where I would put it in the chat. I could probably, because I've got this view. So I could possibly do it like just underneath that. Like, when the camera here goes back up to the top, I could have it like right here. But that would be sweet. Um, yeah, you know what? I really enjoy doing this. I feel very lonely when I do this stuff by myself for hours, and it's nice to interact. I mean, okay, I do have my girlfriend with me. No, I'm not talking about in this scenario. Like if you weren't here, guys, it's over for me. Uh, don't leave me. No, it's if as if you weren't here. It's not like I like the company. You guys are great company. Perfect clip, free content. Yeah, clip that chat. Okay, let me quickly see if Streamlabs works over here. Okay, I've received an email. Bear with me, bear with me. Um, Somebody needs to tell the rest of the band to hop on this. I suppose they're all busy. I know Jay's at work and stuff like that. Hopefully somebody jumps on. I should post something on there and be like, guys, hey, look, we're still streaming. We're still streaming. Um, Luke, I don't know if you've seen. I've actually done some Instagram lives as well, where I did some producing and stuff. And Instagram live is cooler because obviously we've got people following us already, so they jump on. But I kind of want to do some long form content where people can, I don't know. And let me know if the stream like glitches at all because it's telling me my stream health is poor. Um, we don't like that. We don't want some poor stream health. Uh, Man, let me just quickly get. Kyle, I was just still busy thinking about that. Should have seen Rachel. I was like, I get so lonely, and Rachel goes, "What about me?" It's kind of, yo, is this stream still alive? Because it's like very delayed on my stream side over here. Let me know if that's still a thing. I can't log on to my emails. I'm gonna have to do it with Google. You guys can still hear. Okay, the comments are coming through. I'm glad it's still working. So let me just log on to Gmail on Chrome because okay, so Streamlabs. I've got the code now. Let's punch that in. Verify email. There we go. Yeah, because Kyle, I did actually see with OBS that there was a different one as well. Sorry, it's gonna flick through some random ones. This is producing no cam chat QC. Oh yeah, so I had this. Check this out. You can have like a link with a browser sort. Wait, is that how you're supposed to do it? Actually, you do it with this. Um, Alive. Good, alive. Good to know. I'd rather explore my own. Choose the best plan. Select free. Join free. Oh, dude, this is complicated. Okay, let me just have a look here. Do I have to like log in? Oh, so you can also do tipping with this. That's cool because tipping with YouTube is like you have to have like 500 subs first. It'd be cool to set that up. Can you just type in the chat there a little bit about how the tipping works, like, or we can have a call a bit later as well. I don't want to use PayPal. I hate PayPal. I hope people don't have to use PayPal. Um, Welcome to Streamlabs. And where do I go? You know what? I don't want to put this on the main screen in case it's gonna put anything out. Okay, okay, so we got a chatbot over here. Welcome. I don't do tutorials, bro. Okay, we'll do. I don't like tutorials. I'm just gonna keep checking back because I haven't got the chat open. I actually don't know, but we can research again. Last time I did it was PayPal. Yeah, that's fine. No worries, dude. Okay, so I'm gonna just see if I can get the chat working though. Choose an account. I'm linking it up. Chatbot? Wait, what is chatbot? That way, that's a different thing. Chatbot is a different thing. That's not the. Is that where it reads it out loud? Tipping. Forget that for now. Dashboard. Oh, you can download the Streamlabs app. I'm gonna download that now actually, so I can open that up. I was just on the browser. But yeah, let me kind of get back to this a little bit as well. Let's get that over this way. And then I'm gonna go track that on the guitars as well. These gotta go up 1 octave. This gotta go up 2 octaves. Dude, just listen to these synths, man. Have to make sure the drum fill's doing that as well. So the fill goes blah. Instead of, so maybe we can go kaka. Maybe if we do kicks. And then a flam over here. I kind of dig that. Let's see what that sounds like in context. It's cool. It's cool. I think it depends what it goes into in the next section after that. So, okay, cool. So we've got the guitars in there. I'm just quickly going to track some guitars over there as well. Over here. I'm just going to literally punch that in. Let's get the guitar. Let's get the Berg. Let's get the Berg. Bring the microphone away so you guys can see the Berg. Turn into the camera angle a bit. So we'll do. Hello. Are you out of space? Is that what you said? Do you have a Type-C to Type-C charger? I'm just trying to think. You don't have a cable at all? Okay. I'll take out the charger from my phone. This isn't going to charge your phone very fast though. Here you go. Hey? Okay. Let's punch them in. And then try this side. Dude. I just don't know if that's in time. Let's do the top one again. I think that's good enough. Let's go with that. And then you know what? I'm just gonna start writing another section here. Just so I can, I don't know, just in case, because I got the guitar in my hand. Maybe like kind of like a post chorus. So like something like that. So keep in mind, obviously the drum groove is not what's actually going to be played. Once I've written the guitars, I'm going to change the drum groove, obviously. Okay. That's kind of cool. Something like that. It's just got to line up. Dang. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I kind of dig that. My arm starts to get tired. I need to kind of figure out, keep in mind what section it's going to go into next, because obviously that changes what I'm going to play. So let me just listen to everything one more time, then I'll start tracking some more ideas. No, I want to hear from here. I can't wait to get this loud and send it over to the band. This is Dylan. Oh. We'll go in a sec. Ah, you see, like, okay, it's gonna go back into that groove for sure. It's kind of like a post-chorus, so I need to quickly track this because I'm gonna have to go soon. Okay. Just get some idea in there. Something like that. No, I want to do like a da 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 da, something like that. Sorry. Dang, there's some good stuff in there, but I just don't really know what to... Oh my gosh, what was that? There's something in there. Let me just jam a little more, but I have to save that idea. So let's mute this. Alright, let me play it for 1 sec. I feel like we're getting somewhere. Ah, come on, I need to track something quick. I completely lost what I was playing. Let me just hear this quick. So mm, so let's just track something again. Two. Ah, so close. I'm gonna track that again. I think I have something. That's kind of the one. Let's 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 see how that kind of fits in here. Dang, I'm like gonna break my guitar. I'm smacking it so hard. Let's just try do that again. Track it on this side. Dude, that is kind of sick. Let me just turn these guitars up so we can hear what's going on over here. Ah, what was that? Okay, that's pretty much it for today. Those guys are still here. Luke, if you're still here, cheers for hanging out. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. We're going to be doing some more of these. So thank you guys for hanging out with me.